Well, we have arrived in Victoria.
And off over there sits the double-decker buses, 3 of them.
I bet you we can get on one.
Try.
Yeah. Let's go ride a double-decker bus. Hey, girl. What are they?
These are geraniums.
The red ones?
Look at those trees. Sit down.
Anyway, first, a few things before we get, or as we're getting going here. First of all, the roads in Victoria were not built for double-decker buses, and we are going to be frequently. Don't worry about it, that's perfectly normal. And just while we've got the moment here, off to the right, you may not have noticed before the mother orca whale and her calf. Those are plants growing within a wire mesh frame, and they grow in the shape of the orcas. It's fun to come down here first thing in the morning and watch the gardeners from the Empress Hotel watering the whales. There's something wrong with that picture. Acknowledged, I haven't heard. A lot of noise down here. So, I think that's about it. Note that alleyway has many doors off of it that go into businesses or private residences, and each of those doorways has its own address, street address, that makes it a legal street, and the Guinness Book of World Records recognizes it as the narrowest street in North America. Now, it is coming up on the right. Another thing that it was used for was a scene in a movie, and that was called Bird on a Wire with Mel Gibson and Goldie Hawn about 25 years ago. In that movie, they robbed a bank and they escaped riding a dirt bike motorcycle while being chased by a cop on a Harley Davidson. Both motorcycles went down the alleyway. Mel barely got through, but not the cop. He came to a sudden stop at the end. Anyway, it's just to the right. You can look down there and see all the way through to the next street.
That's a narrow alley.
Now, very soon we're going to be passing underneath the Gate of Harmonious Interest. That was a gift from our sister city in China. They also gave us the 2 stone lion statues, one on either side of the street here. Local legend has it that should an honest politician pass through these gates, the lions would roar. And you've guessed it, they've been mostly silent. There are a lot of political jokes here because Victoria is the capital of British Columbia. This is where they meet to pass the laws and whatnot. There's a lot of politicians here, some say too many. Just on the left is the Chinese public school, and that was built by the Chinese community for the education of their own children. That was because their children were not allowed to mix with the white children in the public system. Things have certainly changed, and for the better. Post. While it was occasionally used for public hangings, it's still used for public entertainment, but no hangings anymore. As well, we have 2 major ferries that come in and out of here, and one is the passenger-only fast ferry. It's been added on to 3 times since it was first built. The first version of the Empress Hotel was designed by a man by the name of Francis Rattenbury. He also designed the legislative buildings directly ahead of us. 20 years later, they're connected by the open-air breezeways. It's a good thing they were added on, because when Rattenberry designed the legislative buildings, he forgot the indoor plumbing. And they had to wait 20 years to get indoor toilets there. That was at a time when they were used to having indoor toilets. Now, there are some cynics out there who would suggest that because of the people who populated that building, they didn't miss the washrooms all that much. But that's just one man's opinion for this neighborhood. We haven't had the celebrity century in all year, but the Carnival Miracle comes in every week also. This is the tree that I was talking about right on the curve, and you can see the cutout from the buses in there, and there is a car coming, so hang on here.
Cool.
Now, coming up on the left is Mile Zero. It's one of the official stops on the tour. We won't be stopping there this time. We do a little loop and come back. Here, that's the tie-in to Mile Zero. Well, when he got out of the hospital, he began his run, and he instantly became a media darling. He had the right personality for that. They followed him around constantly. Every night he was on the news, people would tune in the TV to see how far he had gotten, where he hoped to get the next day, and how much money he had raised so far. He got as far as Thunder Bay, Ontario, which was about 3,400 miles into the run, and the cancer returned. He had to cut the run short. He ended up succumbing to the disease. But by then he had made his way into the hearts of the Canadian people, and to this day they have a Terry Fox run right across Canada every September, and they've raised over $550 million in his name for cancer research. The first run was in 1981, and the next run is next Saturday. Originally built for one family, but this one had to be divided into apartments about 70 years ago.
Beautiful.
That is a whale watching boat that you see up there, zipping through the water, two of them. Whale watching boats come in all shapes and sizes.
I think it's not the edible form, the chestnut.
Boy, there's a good crop of them.
Yep. Hold on.
I think it was this place. Oh, they smell.
Who told you? Rick told you to have dinner here?
He told me to have dinner somewhere in Victoria.
Okay, here we are. Let's have dinner here. No, we don't want to have dinner here. We're going to eat dinner on the boat. And this is the inside of the Empress Hotel. And here's an Empress visitor. And she's getting all tired out from a long hour-and-a-half bus ride, going through the city in a double-decker bus, sitting on the second floor.
I bet you these lot pictures are...
Here's the hallway.
Gorgeous.
Hydrangeas. Smile, say cheese. You like all these flowers?
These are roses.
And that's the Empress in Victoria. What kind of flowers are these?
Dahlias.
What about these
Dahlias.
red ones over here?
Dahlias.
Dahlias? These are all dahlias?
Now these down here aren't
Dilly
they?
dahlias?
These are geraniums.
These are begonias?
Oh, she's got diapers.
Yeah, gotta wear diapers, man. Even in not Vancouver, Victoria. We're in Victoria now. Yeah.
Hey, will you email me that picture? I'll give you my card. Will you do that?
Sure.
The castle.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, I should have been behind you, both of us.
Yeah, I should. You should be in the picture.
Hey, give me a card too.
Yes, sir.
Give me a card. I'm gonna put this on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah, you're gonna be on YouTube.
Oh, right.
It's good.
Hey, the name of your Chief Justice.
Got it.
Chief Justice in the USA. That's
Whoa! Look at that.
me, isn't it?
Very good. Very good. Okay, drive us home. That's a great idea. Wonder when the USA is going to do that. Phase out the penny.